News Channel. This is 9 News at 10.
Who would have thought this would have happened? You know, he didn't have to take her life. And it's hurtful. It's painful.
Heartbroken and angry, you can hear it. The community is mourning a precious life taken too soon. Good evening, I'm Elizabeth Vowell alongside Greg Merriweather. On the cusp of the deadliest year we've ever had on record, we're starting to learn more about the victim of this latest troubling trend.
19-year-old Shayla James was a sophomore at Southern University, had plans of becoming a teacher before her boyfriend is now accused of taking her life. Our Perry Robinson spoke to the family and friends. He joins us now. Perry, this is obviously a sad and tragic story, but it's also one that's got the attention of investigators as it's starting to break records.
Hey guys, I spoke to a woman who was best friends with Shayla. She says the two had plans to go to Southern's homecoming together this weekend, but she had no clue Tuesday would be the last time they would ever speak. If you ever caught a glimpse of Shayla James, you probably would have seen this woman. The two friends basically attached at the hip.
You couldn't get us to separate. Like, she was always with me.
Tasia and Shayla, both Lafayette natives, did everything together. So much so, they started calling each other sisters.
My mama treated her like that was her daughter. So she had became part of the family.
On Tuesday, Shayla's life was cut short after investigators say her boyfriend, Kenya Walker, shot her. Those same investigators say Walker confessed and told them that he shot Shayla over an argument as she laid in bed. Shayla and Tasia were texting just moments before she was killed.
She didn't even really get to spend time with my baby. Like, she seen my baby one time. She was just a caring person, and we're gonna miss her because, like, she was one of my daughters, and she just wanted to, pursue her career and get her life started. She was only 19. She just came out here so they could be together at Southern. She was a straight A student, doing real good, and she just wanted to, go on with her life, live happily, and just succeed in life. And he took that away from us.
Shayla's murder is just the latest and unfortunate example of a growing problem that's happening in Baton Rouge and across the nation.
This year, domestic violence has just been, the number's been, it's been awful.
According to District Attorney Hilla Moore, this is the deadliest year the parish has had on record.
Last year, we thought we had a really bad number at 19. We're currently at 28 domestic violence homicides. And overall, in the scheme of things, we're at 118 murders for our parish right now. That's the biggest number that we've ever had, and I've been here 45 years. It's the biggest number that I've ever seen.
But why is this happening now? Moore says the pandemic is part of the blame. But he says so many cases go unreported, and it's not easy for victims to just leave an abusive situation. In Shayla's case, her friends say they never saw this coming.
She had sisters that depended on her mother, her father. They devastated, because who would have thought this would have happened? He didn't have to take her life.
Tasia's mom, Monica, says these are the kinds of stories that keep you up at night.
As a parent, you barely could sleep because you're worried about what's going to happen every time your kids walk outside or every time they go to an event. So then you're stuck trying to shelter some adult children, and you can't save everyone, but you just pray and you just hope that they return home.
For Tasia, this has made her come to grips with her own mortality.
It's scary knowing that at our age it's possible that we're gonna die. I'm used to hearing all the good stories how it was back in the day, and it's nothing like that once we grew up.
Now that Walker is off the streets and behind bars, it's time for Shayla's family to focus on the memories they had and cherish them as they prepare to lay her to rest.
It's a lot of stuff we're gonna miss about her. She was a loving kid.
Now, there are tons of resources for domestic abuse survivors around our region. We'll have that information attached to this story in the 9 News app. Guys, back to you.
Perry, we appreciate you sharing that with us. It's going to have a lot of good information in that web story, so be sure to check that out, especially if you're struggling with this.